In den letzten Tagen hat sich in der österreichischen Politik viel bewegt. Eine Good News hat sehr viele von uns in Hochstimmung versetzt. Alle FPÖ-Minister verlassen die Regierung. Die Good News International. Wir knüpfen an die Wochenschau von letzter Woche an. Die österreichische Innovation Symptoma wurde mit dem Querdenkerpreis der Deutschen Vereinigung der internen Medizin ausgezeichnet. Symptoma-Gründer Yaman Ateki war bereits zu Gast bei uns in der Good News Wochenschau und hat seine Erfindung auf äußerst charmante Art erklärt. Der Querdenkerpreis ist übrigens nicht der erste Preis, mit dem Symptoma ausgezeichnet wurde. Die Good News regional. Robin Balser betreibt in Deutschland Flohmärkte der etwas anderen Art und bringt so weggeworfene Kleidung zu neuem Glanz. Sein Unternehmen Vino Kilo verkauft ausgewählte Second-Hand-Kleidung zum Kilopreis und kommt damit so richtig gut an. Von 31. Mai bis 1. Juni macht er Halt in Wien. Der Widerstand nicht nur der Woche. In den nächsten Monaten können Österreicher und Österreicherinnen noch das Tierschutzvolksbegehren unterschreiben. Ziel ist unter anderem, die Nutztiersituation in Österreich erheblich zu verbessern, sowie Tiertransporte und Qualzuchten endgültig ein Ende zu setzen. Über 10.000 Menschen haben bereits unterschrieben, darunter viele Prominente.
How cool is that? Die Good News aus dem Coworking Space, it's kicked off. Co-Learning Salzburg hat heute ihr erstes Arbeitsmeeting aufgenommen. Meiner Wenigkeit und Momo Feichtinger werden uns dem Thema jetzt intensiv widmen und uns, so ist geplant, immer freitags zusammensetzen und eben diese Co-Learning-Schule Salzburg aus der Taufe zu heben. Was war noch los diese Woche? Es gibt gute Neuigkeiten aus der Salzburger Startup-Welt. Profisportler Günther Mackinger, er ist nämlich sogar Paralympicsieger, hat mit seinem Startup Windhund 360.000 € aufgestellt. Und es geht dabei um ein Corporate Fitness Unternehmen, um eine Corporate Fitness App. Günther, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Nähere Informationen für euch könnt ihr nachlesen auf der Brutkasten und Trending Topics. Der Random Act of Kindness der Woche. Wir sind ganz bei, wie ist sein Name? Norman Freeman. Norman Freeman. Er sagt nämlich, how do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. Das können wir nur mit Random Acts of Kindness unterstreichen. Das waren die Good News der Woche. Wir gehen weiter zu unserem Gast der Woche. Tada! And now this is a good situation to switch to English, because now we enter the international stage. Josine, I'm so happy that you're sitting next to me today.
I'm also very happy. Sehr froh.
Let me introduce to you Josine Bakkes from Holland.
Danke dir.
Although she speaks really good German, we decided to do it in English. It's also good for you and for me and for us to train a little bit this language. Josine, first question. What brought you to Austria, or especially to Salzburg?
Good question. I'm sometimes wondering this myself as well.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it has been my drive. I'm very passionate and very driven by social innovation. And this has translated into the fact that I eventually ended up here. What do I mean with social innovation? Like, I'm very inspired by people and by companies who are working on projects, on ideas, or concepts, or strategies that are taking, for instance, a specific situation or a specific problem in society, and they're coming up with a solution in order to improve social and environmental well-being. An example of what I consider as a socially innovative project is, for instance, Frumat. Comes from Amsterdam, and those guys are amazing because they came up with a solution to not use any animals anymore for leather, but use apples. And what they do is not they just use apples, they use apples that are wasted, so they're disposable. And they use the peel of the apples to create fruit mats, so leather, vegan mats.
Okay.
And the amazing thing is, like, it's not just a project that they developed, it's a project that they integrate in all sorts of things in society. So they work together with brands and companies to create bags, to create shoes out of the leather. So they are really innovating in all sorts of particles in society with this project. So that's...
Wow, that's really cool. I've never heard of this company. Thanks for sharing. So your passion for social innovation brought you to Austria and to Salzburg?
Yeah, true. Because in Amsterdam I was working for Uber, and on
Uber.
Yeah, and on the
Uber is the one company that is revolutionizing the taxi industry. You know it.
Just so you know. And next to that, I was on the side working on a project, a social enterprise. It was a supporting program where young professionals were working together with these social enterprises. And what I experienced is that it was great to work together with them, but there was always a lack of funding. There was always a lack of business knowledge within that social enterprise, and I thought we can change this. So I decided that I wanted to move more towards working with corporates in the private sector on the topic of social innovation, together with social innovators. And that has brought me to Red Bull, because Red Bull has this proposition of giving wings to people and ideas. And they do this in all sorts of areas, so from sports to music to e-games, but they also do this for social innovators.
Have you known that?
They have a program which is named Red Bull Amapico. It's also
Amapico.
Amapico, and it's also active in Austria. And it's a program that gives wings to people and ideas who are really trying to dedicate their time in order to improve a specific problem within their community. So Red Bull identifies those people, sits down together with them, provides them with all sorts of tools to accelerate their project. And when I joined Red Bull 2 years ago, the project was mostly active in South Africa area. And we took the project and we rolled it out on a global level. So we took it from South Africa to over 20 countries now. And it has been an amazing experience.
Awesome. And what made you stay in Salzburg? Because we were a little bit afraid 2 months or some months ago when you entered here the first time that you might leave us soon, but now you decided to stay, and that's so cool. Why?
It's impossible to leave the community of Salzburg. Like, I'm in love. But why I eventually decided to move on is because, like, I was supporting these social projects with the tools that we were developing on international level. But I felt that I didn't have enough knowledge myself yet to working within a social project environment myself. So that's the reason why I joined Outwise.
That's typical for a woman, because she knows everything.
Well, no. But I joined Outwise, which is a startup based in Salzburg. And they provide a solution for students to learn through podcasts as an add-on solution to the already existing curriculums in universities. So in the universities, you can learn through lectures, through workshops, through books, etc. And they also provide students with the opportunity to learn through podcasts.
And so cool. Advice, you should look it up.
Yeah, definitely. And next to that, I'm involved in the Circle of Entrepreneurs. It's a global community, started 3-4 years ago. And they are really trying to get a group of people together within different cities who believe that growing social projects within corporates is a means to create big scale impact. Because there are a lot of people working in corporate environments who somehow feel that they want to drive a change. They want to work on a social project, but they don't know how. And this community, the Circle of Entrepreneurs, is helping people to accelerate those social projects within corporates. And I'm launching the chapter in Amsterdam at the moment, so collecting a team of people who want to work on the community and build the community. But we are also very interested in launching the community in Vienna. So in case anyone is interested in getting in touch with me on this topic, then you're more than welcome to reach out to me. But I think one of the main reasons why we are currently sitting here is because of the Fuck Up Night Salzburg. That's another project where I'm working on together with Alexander and Agele. And tonight we are going to have a very interesting evening.
What is so special about tonight?
Yeah, that's a good question. What is not special about tonight? Because the Fuck Up Nights is happening in the church, in the Andra-Kirche. Tonight is the Lange Nacht.
André-Kirche?
André?
André.
Oh, excuse me.
No problem.
It's the Lange Nacht der Kirche, so the churches are open all evening, as all Austrians know. And we are working together with the church on the Fuck Up Nights of tonight.
Can you imagine that? The church is working together with something that is called Fuck Up Nights. I think that's really, really cool of them.
It's amazing. Like Dominic, that's our contact person of the church. He's the founder of a co-working space within the church, like literally
That's
on
also
top
very
of
cool,
the church. It started last year only, and they are accelerating social projects in Salzburg, Salzburg-based projects. And of course, accelerating social projects, growing social entrepreneurial projects goes hand in hand with a lot of failures. You know, we're constantly making mistakes. We're constantly walking against walls. And he also believes that it's very important to create an atmosphere within his co-working space and an understanding that failing is okay, you know, and not only the economic aspect of it is important to highlight, the learnings that come from it, but also the human aspect of it is very closely related with the church.
What about failing that our sound is not good? Where is your microphone?
I think the microphone somehow took a deep dive.
Okay, sorry for that. Who is speaking tonight?
Yeah, so tonight the evening is all considered with social impact. And we have 3 speakers. The first speaker is Lisa, and she founded the first eco fashion brand in Austria. And she's going to talk about the whole setup of the business and what she experienced over the course of the years when those big chains such as C&A and H&M joined the ecosystem of sustainable fashion. Then we have Christoph. And
her brand name is Göttin des Glücks, I think.
I couldn't
Maybe
pronounce
some of you
it.
know. Göttin des Glücks. She's coming tonight.
Thank you for this add-on. And the second guest is Christoph, and he was supposed to be a lawyer. But he ended up in a monastery when he was 20 and he became a monk. And his whole life he's been dedicating to find the meaning of a purpose. What is the purpose of our lives and of all the things that we are doing? And he's going to share his learnings hopefully tonight with us. And the third guest is Alfred. And he has a factory that is producing, I cannot pronounce the words, but like it's this color that you put, for instance, into food. And he has a factory that's producing a natural element of these colors. Okay. So he is doing it in a sustainable way. And he is going to tell us more about how he approached the setup of that business and the learnings.
So cool. So when does it start again?
So tonight it's going to start at 8:30 sharp. We are expecting over 250 people, so it's going to be very busy. And then, it's going to be extremely exciting, so make sure to be on time.
And if you decide to come spontaneously, don't worry, because the church is big enough to host even some more 100 people, I guess.
Yeah, and if you feel like you haven't been dressed up well enough and stuff, we are actually selling some t-shirts on site. We recently launched our Fuck Up Nights brand, and it's also a eco-produced t-shirt that you can buy on site at Fuck Up Nights.
I would want to have one. Can I buy one tonight?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, great. Before we come to an end, Josine, what is the number of your happiness at the moment? If you imagine a scale from 1 to 10, and 1 is really not happy, almost committing suicide, and 10 is so happy that you want to kiss and hug everyone, where are you at the moment?
Ooh. Okay, I would say 8.5.
8.5, okay. Would you like to tell us why?
Well, I'm first of all very excited and high on adrenaline for tonight. And I feel like hugging everyone at the moment. And I'm also going to hug everyone tonight who's going to enter the church. So I think it deserves a close 9.
One more reason to come. And my last question, is there anything, philosophy or something that you want to share with the audience additionally?
Now, we've been talking about social impact and driving change, and for some people this can really feel like a huge threshold, or feel like I cannot drive a change. But you really already drive a change with the little random acts of kindness that you can activate in all the different particles of your life. So really feel motivated to do whatever you think is good.
Thank you. That's very beautifully said. I switch over to my colleague, Romana Hasenöhrl. She is summing up what you said in some astrological words.
So here I am. Thank you so much. Just said about the motivation, the knowing that you can't change something as one single person. That brings me to the astrological birth chart. You know that a birth chart shows the personality of a person from astrological side, and it's got 12 fields, which are the parts of your life. And what I feel here is a strong first field personality, because that means you have planets like the Sun, Venus, or Jupiter in the first field, and that means you were born to like stand up, smile, and make everybody else smile too, and bring that good mood into the world. And that's what I feel here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So maybe we take a look at your birth chart afterwards and see if I'm right.
I would love to.
So those were my astrological words, and I'd like to switch now and hand over to Sonja.
Gut, aus der Regie. In den Talk wollte ich noch sagen, wir hatten einen Kommentar. Awesome T-Shirt and awesome woman.
Danke, danke, Herr Liebe.
Gut, heute, ich mache es jetzt auf Deutsch. Der gute Ton im Video, also Audio in Video, ist sehr, sehr wichtig. Denn prinzipiell gilt, wenn das Audio nicht passt, dann wird das Video nicht bis zur Gänze angeschaut. Also Qualität ist da wirklich ganz, ganz wichtig. Wenn man jetzt, ich gehe jetzt mal davon aus, mit Smartphone dreht, das hat natürlich auch ein internes Mikro. Da muss man aber schon sehr nah an die Person gehen. Führt man zum Beispiel ein Interview oder dergleichen, muss man sehr nah rangehen. Sonst ist einfach der Sound zu leise und die Umgebungsgeräusche zu laut. Deswegen Vorteil hier, externes Mikrofon, da hat man einfach mehr Handlungsspielraum. Also wir benutzen das ja auch schon für unsere Wochenshow und da merkt man schon, also so ein externes Mikro, das kann schon was. Also von den Mikrofontypen, wenn man die sich anschaut nach den Schnittstellen, es gibt XLR-Schnittstellen, USB, Funk und Klinke. Ich habe da ein bisschen was mitgebracht, also das ist jetzt zum Beispiel ein Ansteckmikro fürs Smartphone mit Bluetooth. Also ich bin noch nicht wirklich überzeugt davon, weil man da wirklich bei der Übertragung noch ziemliches Knacksen drinnen hat. Also da sollte noch was gemacht werden, finde ich. Dann haben wir so ein typisches, das gehört zusammen, haben wir so ein typisches mit XLR-Anschluss, also das ist auch für große Kameras gedacht. Also da haben wir den Receiver, da schließt man an und der kommt dann direkt quasi in die große Kamera rein und dann funktioniert das mit Funk. Wie gesagt, also was wir verwenden, das nennt sich auch Lavalier-Mikrofon. Das hat eine Klinke, ja, das kann man dann direkt ans Smartphone quasi andocken und ja, hat schon einen klaren Sound. Gut, noch ganz kurz zur Richtcharakteristik. Da gibt es jetzt auch verschiedene Kugelcharakteristik, Nierencharakteristik, Achtercharakteristik oder Super- oder Hyperniere. Also da ist wirklich das gesprochene Wort, die Charakteristik, also das ist wirklich dann wie eine Kugel oder wie eine Niere oder wie ein Achter innen drinnen eines Mikros. Noch abschließend 5 Tipps für den guten Ton. Also verwende ein externes Mikro, vor allen Dingen, wenn du mit Smartphone arbeitest. Achte beim Dreh auf störende Hintergrundgeräusche. Wenn du irgendwas hörst, dann schau, dass du das abdrehst oder geh woanders hin. Dann kontrolliere den Ton, also bevor du aufnimmst, weil das Problem ja beim Smartphone ist, man hat ja nur diesen einen Audio-Aus- und Eingang. Das heißt, ich kann währenddessen nicht kontrollieren, ob der Ton passt, also bitte im Vorhinein. Und für den Schnitt noch relevant, nimm zur Sicherheit 1 bis 2 Minuten Atmo auf. Also wirklich nur die Atmosphäre, wo du dich befindest. Was man da hört, das ist dann meistens im ersten Moment nichts, aber man kann das dann schön drunter mischen. Und bei Outdoor-Aufnahmen, ganz wichtig, verwende einen Windschutz. Also das ist dieses Pölsterchen, was man dann über das Mikro stülpt. Beim nächsten Mal, kurzer Ausblick, geht es dann um Stativ versus Handkamera. Da scheiden sich die Geister.
Danke.
Gut.
Dankeschön, Sonja. Weiter geht's mit unserer neuen Rubrik der Feedback-Tipps. da wir befunden haben, dass Feedback ein sehr, sehr wichtiges Thema ist in der Arbeitswelt und in der Gesellschaft. And we're having a great first feedback tip of Pascal Finette. He's the founder of Singularity University. Maybe some of you have heard about it. Singularity University is really awesome. And his first feedback advice is by facilitating feedback, for example, at the end of a project session in the form of 3 simple questions. So, I like, I wish, and what if? You create a space which allows honest feedback delivered in a way that you can hear. So no one is negatively affected if you raise the question, what if we had done it this way? Or what if we do it next time like this and that? Because it helps you to imagine things and not criticize people. So the next part of our show are the events that are coming up in the next days. Very, very important is in 2 days, on Sunday, please, people, go out and vote. Because you were born, because that one sperm did not sit at home thinking it wouldn't make any difference among millions of others sperms. So go out, vote, and make the difference. What else is coming up? We have, because we said feedback is very important, we have our own feedback event format. It's called Food for Feedback. Next week on Tuesday, Heidi is inviting for lunch and she's asking for feedback on her topic, and her topic is environmental humanities. So it's a broad topic. She will come with a very specific question, but this is just for you to know what it is. And if you're interested in this topic or if you have expertise in this topic, please come. She's inviting you for lunch. We start at 12:30 sharp. And it takes 1 hour and not 1 minute longer because we have to go back to work afterwards. Next week is a holiday, so we have yoga not on Thursday, but on Wednesday. So take care, don't come on Thursday, please come on Wednesday for the yoga with Pascal. And now let me proudly introduce another event format that we developed. It's Ask the Expert. And as you know, Sonja is our video and search CEO expert. She is giving her first session and asking you, what would you like to learn in terms of how to produce really good smartphone videos? Please come on the 11th of June to Coworking Salzburg. It starts at 6 o'clock, will take 1 hour, and she is collecting your thoughts, what you want to learn, and then she is putting together a nice workshop, and you can learn everything that you want to learn about how to do great smartphone videos. And the next event is also prepared. The event Ask the Expert is on the topic on branding. So if you're working on your own brand, because if you're a company, you somehow sooner or later are your own brand. And our branding experts, Claudia Kanz and Bernhard Brandauer, are here for you for 1 hour, and you can ask them all the questions that you have. Claudia is an art director and a communication strategist, and Bernhard Brandauer, he's running a law firm. It's his law firm, and he's giving you all the answers to the questions that you have concerning branding and law. And Claudia is also sitting with us next week on our Wochenschau sofa. She will tell you why she introduced the random acts of kindness to Salzburg and to Austria. And we are very much looking forward to having her with us. And this is the moment to say goodbye. We hope to see you tonight in the Kirche. So let's go all to church tonight and celebrate another wonderful Fuck Up night together.
Amazing.
Josine, thank you for coming.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Na, danke dir.
And we say doei doei, how people say in Holland.
Doei doei, jongens.
Doei doei, take care and see you tonight.